I think it's really funny because I was like, you're straight up like light, and it's like dark.
I'm obviously representing light Persephone, goddess of spring, and he's representing dark Persephone, goddess of the underworld, or queen of the underworld. Hello, cheers, and welcome to Tipsy Book Talks. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ran.
And today we are going to be discussing A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair.
I'm very excited because I just finished this book and I am like ready to talk about this. So to drink with this, we decided to make our own drink because we don't have a classic drink or a new drink that we found. So we did two drinks. We are going to take a shot of whiskey for our god Hades, and then we're going to...
That's my book boyfriend right there.
And we're going to go ahead and drink a pomegranate drink in honor of the Greek mythology tale of Persephone, but also we made a light, cute, very pretty, florally drink for the goddess of spring. We did a little bit of pomegranate liqueur, a little tequila, because we've already been drinking tequila, and lemonade, and then we did some cranberry juice to kind of like sweeten it up.
Let's try it.
Yeah, let's definitely do this. We got some Jameson in our pretty little elegant glasses.
Jameson I stole from John.
Jameson we stole from John. Thank you, John. Cheers. Oh my gosh, that's actually
really good.
Really good. That pomegranate liqueur. It's Pama, so it's like super, I was like, if you want to get a tiny bottle, it's like $14. Just got it at Total Wine. But yeah. No, this is really sweet. It's good. I like it.
I like it a lot. Me and Ryan have already filmed one video already, if you did not notice how drunk we already are. But you know what? We're going to power through.
We're just going to do it.
Okay. So let's start off with a non-spoiler summary of A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair.
Yes.
So if you have not heard of this book, basically this is a Hades and Persephone retelling. And by retelling, I mean it's literally focused on Hades and Persephone and their like origin story, but it's set in the modern world.
Yeah.
So this is Scarlett St. Clair's first like romance book, and honestly,
like,
good
okay,
for her.
girl, if she, oh my gosh, if we get Scarlett St. Clair to watch this video, I'll probably cry in the next video if I'm being really honest.
First romance, goddamn.
Goddamn. Like, oh my gosh, okay, so I feel like in the whole like coming to your sexuality, there's like different tropes, and one of them is like the Greek mythology trope, and I definitely feel like, I don't know why, but that played a huge part in me figuring out who the fuck I was.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah, I was not obsessed, I shouldn't say, because definitely I don't think it ever pertained to my real life, but personally, I was like, Aphrodite, love her. Athena, I love her. We love a smart bitch. We love a lovey bitch. Like, I was all for this. And then I was like, I knew Hades.
Was it like, I want to be them? Or
yes. No. It definitely was like, wow, Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Let me be her. Like, let me have love, because I was also 14 at the time.
So I also like always joke about like bisexual question, like, do I love her or do I want to be her?
The big old question, you know? But no, both girls, I was like, or both goddesses, I was like, ooh, yes. And then Hades, I can never not think of Hercules Hades, like, you know, Hercules Hades. We love him. We love a gay queen. Cause like,
I did not imagine that in this book.
Tell me that Hercules Hades is not gay.
Oh, he's super.
Like, but that's the thing. Hercules Hades in A Touch of Darkness.
He's a hot man.
He is woke.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
1,000%. But yes.
I feel like my hair is just like burp.
I feel like we're just like burp. Okay, Taylor, how would you rate this?
I rated this book, I already forgot. I either rated it 4 stars or 4.5 stars.
I rated this book 7 out of 5.
No. I think I rated it 4 stars because as much as I loved it, I feel like it wasn't the most like, I don't know how to explain this.
No, okay.
It happens very quickly.
I'm gonna jump onto this because I also rated it 4 stars. But okay, the thing is Scarlett St. Clair. If you're watching this, I fucking love you because the story is great. But like the way that this is set up is like a bad porno. And like, Mom, if you're watching this, I don't know what porn is. But like what I could imagine it would be is an awful setup with no plot. But like, okay, this is set up.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that it's no plot, but it's just like hard to catch up because it's like, okay, I don't know a lot of Persephone and Hades. So like I had to do a little bit of research before I like really started getting into this. Because I was like, wait, what is... I know Persephone's get stuck in like the underworld, but like only for 3 months. And that's why there's winter. Like that's all I know. So I was like, wait, what is going on?
Oh, really?
So yes, in case you don't know, this is what I learned from Google. But basically, Persephone's, and I could be quoting this all wrong, Persephone's ate a pomegranate in the underworld. That's why pomegranate is huge. That's why we included it in our drink. But she ate a pomegranate in the underworld, and that like angered Hades or something. So he like told Demeter to like keep her, he's like keeping her for like 3 months out of the year. It's like a quarter of the year. And so
I have no idea about any of this shit.
So she's stuck in the underworld from whenever winter is. So like I guess November, January or February, something like that.
It starts in December technically.
Okay, so December, January. So December to February, she's like trapped in the underworld, and that's why we have winter.
So we are planning on reading the Hades perspective and continuing our chats on this. But yeah, let's get into the spoiler section.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Talk about all this. I know, same. I'm literally like, this drink is so good, but I'm also like, fuck.
So cheers to the spoiler section.
Cheers, everybody. But let's go ahead and get into our favorite and least favorite. Okay. Favorite. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I have 2 favorites.
Okay.
Okay. Lexa is one of them. Lexa is 100% one of my favorite characters.
Who's your other? Ready? We're
Hermes.
gonna say, okay, it's Hermes. I love these two. Okay, I'm gonna be really quick because like, okay, a lot of this is also kind of based off of Booked and Boozy. You bitches better be watching. We love you bitches.
You know 100% they're watching.
You guys are the only people watching. I love you guys. Thank you. But anyway, Booked and Boozy, I listened to them driving up here to go visit Taylor. And I definitely, when they were saying he's a gay queen, I was like, yes. Yes and yes and yes. Because like, first of all.
No, he's a bisexual queen. Hermes is my second, probably like on the same platform as Lexa as being one of my favorite characters. I loved him. I thought he brought a comedic relief to the story. I thought he brought like this like other type of friendship. So like Persephone had this friendship with her human best friend, and I think Hermes fills the I guess like silhouette of like her god best friend.
Yes.
And that tied her to the god world. I'm literally so
It's okay, it's okay.
But like with that charity event that they put on, like Hermes straight up told Persephone as it was. He was like, oh, like Hades loves you. You guys are in love. And then he was like, wait, you don't know that yet, do you? And then he was just like, wink.
But him and Sybil both being like, hey, you guys are in love. I was like, bitch, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, are you kidding me right now?
Just have sex already.
Literally. Okay, but yeah, we are going to go ahead and spoil this. For any parental figures that are still watching this video, like, I would assure you, just don't. Like, just turn away now. We appreciate your love. Just don't watch this.
Mom, go away.
Mom, Marcella, go away. Do not talk. Do not look at this. Go away. Click out now. And just be like, Rayam, I clicked out when you told me to. Thank you. That's it. We're done. We're over it. That's the end of the video.
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Goodbye. Anybody else after this? Whoo. Whoo. The scenes. Oh.
We're too drunk for this discussion right now.
I'm gonna warn everybody from here on out, if we talk about any explicit scenes in this book, You know. You know, we know. Explicit scenes. So, like, for Lexa, she is the absolute best friend. She's witchy, and we love her. Which is, like, she relates to Hecate? Hecate?
Yes, Hecate.
Oh my god. Hecate. I love her. She's great. She's like the homie. She's like the Lexa of the underworld. But, like...
Yeah!
That's the thing, is Lexa is a witchy bitch, and then Hecate is, like, queen witchy bitch. So, like, the fact that they literally are, like, parallels, but, like, literally, like, the exact same shape parallels. Like, they are perfectly aligned with one another. It's just, we love them both. But, yeah, I love Lexa because she's just the best friend that you could ever have.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, like, Lexa is a witchy bitch, and I was waiting for the moment for, like, an introduction. Like, I was waiting for Persephone to introduce Lexa to Hecate because she loved her so much, and we never got to see it in this book, so I hope we get to see it eventually.
Oh my god.
But I was really waiting for a Lexa Hecate, like, introduction.
Hecate, Lexa, Hecate. Like, can you imagine? Hecate's like, cool.
She was
great,
literally
immortal.
talking about Lexa, and she's like, it's in, like, the first chapter.
Oh yeah, no, it's right off the bat. She's like, oh yeah, she prays to Hecate, like...
Hold on, let me find it. I'm so drunk. It's so hard to read this. Persephone was drawn to Lexa's edginess. She had tattoos, hair as black as night, and the love of the goddess of witchcraft, Hecate. Why the fuck has she not introduced them yet? She's friends with Lexa. She's friends with Persephone. Lexa fucking worships Persephone.
Okay.
Lexa fucking worships Hecate.
Oh
What
my
are your
God.
least favorite characters?
Who are my least favorite characters?
One,
Okay.
2, 3.
Adonis! Okay, yes, Midleaf, for sure. Also, okay, Scarlett St. Clair, this is literally going out strictly to you and only to you. Did you name her Minth?
Minthy.
Minth?
Is it mint or minthy?
Question number 1, is it Minth or Minthy? Question number 2.
Audiobook says minthy.
Question number 2. I don't give a shit what the audiobook says.
Fuck.
Question number 2. Is Minthy supposed, like, okay, I read it as Minth. And, like, mint, which I am growing right now, and I have a lot to say about that.
Which, let me say, that's why mint would be great in this drink.
Of course.
You gotta have some minthy taking up space.
We gotta plug Minthy, and then just, like, drop her in, you know? But anyway, is Minth/Minthy, like, did you originally think of that name as, like, she's gonna be a mint plant? Or did you think, like, I'm gonna do a mint plant, but, like, what should I call her? We hate Adonis's ass because he is not only one, a fucking grotesque man ever, but 2, I was like, I don't like Aphrodite because I was like, she favors Adonis, and Adonis is absolute trash. Like, he is literal trash human.
I didn't even think about that, but also, like, Aphrodite is able to sense when, like, men are not great. So that scene with her and Hades in A Touch of Darkness where basically it shows, like, them striking the bargain in general, like, you can see that she has this otherworldly, like, goddess intuition when it comes to men. So how does she not recognize that in Adonis? Like, he is a terrible fucking person.
I am so astonished at the fact that Adonis...
How did she not see that he was a fucking rapist?
I'm so astonished at the fact that Aphrodite is like, oh, he's a beautiful man, so therefore he's good. Like, no, bitch, you know. But, okay.
She's done so much worse to men who have done not as bad things.
Okay, but that's the thing is I was like, with Adonis is able to lie, but Hades is able to see his, like, deep down dark self.
He's able to see his soul, yeah.
So that's the thing is, Aphrodite can see when men are, like, acting a certain way. So I feel like if Adonis I feel like is the man that, like, believes that he's like, oh, I'm a good man. So he, like, protrudes himself somehow, like, oracally to other people, like, oh, I am a good man. I've done good. I do good. That, like, Aphrodite's like, oh, he means well. Like, he means well. Also, she's like, oh, he cute.
The one thing that I hate about Minthy is the fact that every basically like portion of her personality is based off of the jealousy she has towards Persephone, which I get it. She got that Hades D once and she wants it again. I understand.
Girl,
honestly,
yeah.
Fucking same.
After seeing what him and Persephone go through, like, okay, I get it.
I get why you're jealous. But on the other hand, like, the way that she goes about it, especially the part where she, like, convinces Persephone to go into, what's the worst part? The seventh circle?
Tartarus.
She convinces Persephone to go into Tartarus in order to, like, fulfill her agreement with Hades. And, like, that's what basically gets her turned into a mint leaf, which obviously she deserves it. But on the other hand, like, that is a whole new level of just fucking petty.
Mint itself as an actual, like, plant is, which is why I'm very curious how Scarlett St. Clair decided to name Minthy her name. Because mint itself as a plant, if you plant it in the ground, it'll grow like a weed. It'll grow everywhere. It'll commonly just intersect into whatever else. Yeah. It'll intersect into whatever else is growing around it, and it'll grow around it as a weed. Okay, my favorite parts are the sexy themes, so like...
Fuck. The bath scene was everything.
Okay, but when like Minthy just like comes in and she's like, excuse me, Hades, and he's like, yes! I'm like, it seems like Minthy's like, oh, okay. And like closes the door and is like, well...
Well, not only that, it happens after Minthy already tries to convince Persephone to go to Tartarus. So she thinks that Persephone is going to jump on that shit, go straight to Tartarus, and get her ass killed.
Okay, this is only for anybody who has read the last little bit of A Touch of Darkness.
Also, if you haven't read it, please go.
Go read it.
We said spoiler section like 5 minutes ago.
This is so good. But anyway, that like bit where it's like the first chapter of Hades being like, ooh, and I see this beautiful woman and she is staring at me, and he's like idolizing Persephone's body. I literally was like, bitch, tear me apart right now. Oh my god. I love seeing like Hades being like, who is this goddess? Who is she? She's
we love
beautiful.
a hot ass man who is also respectful towards women.
I literally was like, the fact that he's like, I love her. I don't know her, but I love her. I'm like, oh.
And he's respectful.
But that's the thing, is he's like, you know, I want to idolize you. I want to pray to you. I'm like,
worship
whoa. Kill me now. Yeah, I literally, Hades' idol.
Okay. Also, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but I got very major Rapunzel vibes.
Oh, 1,000%.
I even got Ariel vibes. Like, the part where she's, like, talking about her mother, and she's like, I'm old enough for this, mother. I got very much like I'm 16, Dad.
I'm
like, to this point where she was, like, feeling like she was old enough to be able to, like, experience this part of life. I got a lot of Disney princess vibes from her.
Oh my god, 1,000%. So the whole Persephone, like, Demeter vibe was very Rapunzel-esque, and it does, in fact, like, if I think about it, I was like, I think this book came out after.
Not only that, but Demeter calls her, like, my flower.
Yes, that's what kills me, is I was like, oh, okay, Mother Gothel, got it, like, sure.
She tries to trap her, and I'm here for this mother-daughter kind of back and forth, especially since Persephone does stand her ground in the end, when she has that moment with her mother where she basically, like, her mother is trying to trap her again, and she's like, no, Mom, like, I'm powerful. I'm a powerful bitch even without Hades. So, like, I need you to take a step back and, like, understand that this is me coming to you and not me and Hades coming to you.
Yes.
I thought that was a powerful moment for Persephone, because for a while there she seemed very ingrained in Hades.
Yes.
Even when she was kind of becoming herself and becoming that person that she was like, I have power inside of me. Mm-hmm. She was like, no. There's a difference between me and Hades. I had power and you stifled that, and Hades kind of brought it out of me, but it's still my own.
Yes,
so,
1,000%. I have
love her for that shit.
2 things to say on that matter. One If you have not listened to Booked Boozy's review of this book, please go listen to it because I kind of talk more into that.
We will link it down below.
We'll link it down below. But they talked about like Persephone and like the whole Jada and Brooke had a whole conversation about what came first, the Greek mythology or the Disney production, and that is a whole thing in and of itself that we can't really get into. They did it fully, so go check it out there.
Do you have any other theories that you'd like to go through? Or like any theories for the next book? I've already read the next book, so it's hard for me to add in theories, but what do you think what's going to happen in the next book?
Okay, so I don't know on the Hades Persephone vibe of like what is to happen next. But what I could only assume based off of the Greek mythology vibes is that they would have a set thing, because so far what we see in A Touch of Darkness is that Persephone is like, fuck you, Demeter, and then like shoots out of there, and then Demeter's like, well, okay. And then Persephone talks to Hades, and Hades is like, we want you to come and go. So I have a feeling that Demeter's gonna come in the second book and like set a like limitation. But like that is like my only thing that I have.
I'm gonna have to reread it because I read it way too fast. Not only that, but I love the idea that it plays between like light and dark, which is why we wanted to make the TikTok between like light Persephone versus dark Persephone, especially in drinks. There is definitely a dichotomy between Persephone, the dark goddess, even though she is the goddess of spring. She kind of, when she is in her goddess form, plays this like dark figure.
Yes.
Versus when she is in her human form, she very much embodies like the goddess of light and like, yeah, airy queen, loves to tie people together.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see that explored. Again, we have not read the Hades perspective at all.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we get a little bit more insight in that. But I'm just ready to see like Persephone, like light queen, also like dark queen. Because I feel like all of us can kind of relate to that. Having that like lightness on the outside, especially when people who are super into aesthetics are like, yes, like I feel this light aesthetic, but I have this darkness inside of me that I would like to explore.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm hoping we get to explore it a little bit more. I think that it was very well done in this book, and I can't wait to move on to the next books in order to see that kind of really, I hate to say explore again. I hate to say explore again, but I don't know what else to fucking think of because I'm drunk. But I would really love to see that kind of light versus dark inside of her explored even more.
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, I'm pretty sure this is all we have to say on the matter. We definitely need to end this video because Taylor and I are a little too drunk for this. So
thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you have not already.
And if you have not seen, we have both Instagram and TikTok, which we'll
insert right here.
Right here. Thank you, editing Taylor.
Not only that, our DMs are open on both of those if you would like to get into more spoiler sections of A Touch of Darkness, either on our Instagram or TikTok. Please DM us because we have so much to talk about and just not enough fucking time to do it.
We will both happily answer via our own phones. Like, we'll continue this conversation so much. So please DM us. We are always open to talk about more, but please just message us there or follow us there.
We'd love to connect. So thank you guys so much and cheers.
Cheers! This tiny little drink we got.